In today's video, we are going to talk about eligibility for naturalization. Visit us at Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you out with your process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get into the video. So today we going to discuss eligibility for naturalization. So in generally, you would need to be at least 18 years of age, you would have to be a legal permanent resident of the USA, you would need to demonstrate the required physical presence for a specific time period, and that could be number of years as well as continuous residence. You would have to meet the filing jurisdiction for your area, you would have to demonstrate good moral character, a basic knowledge of the U.S. history and of government, as well as the ability to read, write, speak and understand the English language, basic English. And then of course be willing to take an oath. Let's dive a little bit into it. Requirement for naturalization. There is a process by which children can become naturalized or receive a certificate of citizenship, and then you have the legal permanent residence requirements of the U.S., and this would be that you've demonstrated you've been a legal permanent resident for the required period of time. So physical presence requirement really is for either 5 years or 3 years if you are married to a U.S. citizen and you haven't left the U.S. for trips of more than 6 months. So, what does this mean? So physical presence itself means that you must have been in the U.S. for a certain number of months in order to be eligible, and it is really measured in the total number of days. So you must also meet the 3-year citizenship requirement for your spouse as well. So let's say that you're married to a U.S. citizen and you want to apply for naturalization within that 3 years, that spouse needs to also have been a citizen for the prior 3 years. So there's kind of the two-pronged requirement there. So if you're getting your citizenship based on spouse within the 3 years instead of waiting the 5 years, then that person also need to be a citizen for 3 years. So the second kind of the physical presence requirement is the continuous residence, and this means that you've not left the U.S. for a long period of time, and there are lots of nuances to this. So that might be something that if you have traveled a lot or you've stayed outside the U.S. for a period of time, you might want to seek some more additional guidance before moving forward with your application. Just to make sure you meet that requirement as well, you need to have a long enough time lawfully present in the U.S. without a break. A lot of times a myth that I hear as well, I never stayed out longer than 6 months, and while that is generally true, if you are staying for 5 months, 5.5 months, and then coming back in for maybe 2 weeks, and then you go back out again, then you may not have built up enough continuous residence in the United States in order to be able to apply, so something to keep in mind. Also, another myth that I hear a lot with that is, well, I filed for a re-entry permit just to make sure that I didn't mess up or lose my green card while I went abroad, but I thought I might be there for more than 6 months because my mother is having some sort of other circumstance that caused that. You can break that continuous residence even if you have filed for and gotten a re-injured permit for your time coming back. So, let's go back to our fourth general requirement, which is meeting the filing jurisdiction. So wherever you are filing from, within the U.S. for naturalization, you have to have been in that jurisdiction for at least 3 months, so you have to have had residence there. If you have just moved, then you would need to wait the 3 months to file in that location. So, the last talked about general requirements is the basic knowledge of demonstrating, the basic knowledge of U.S. history or government. This is called civics test. There's also the ability to read, write, speak and understand the basic English language. Those are tested kind of in different ways during the actual naturalization interview. So you can go ahead and apply knowing you're kind of close on those things if you feel like, okay, my basic understanding of English is coming along. I'm in ESL classes, I know that I'm going to meet that requirement. You can study while your naturalization application is pending, and then at the interview they will take you through the civics exam as well as the English reading and then writing the English language. There are again some exceptions to that. If you are over the age of 50 and maybe struggling with learning the English language, that's something else to maybe get some additional guidance on, because there are some exceptions that might be eligible for you or that you might be eligible for. The last requirement would be that you're willing to take an oath. The oath basically is 3 parts. You are renouncing any foreign allegiances, you are stating that you will support the U.S. Constitution and that you will serve the U.S. if that is needed, or if you are called to do so. Naturalization is really the time to change your name if you're wanting to do so, but that will be a different filling on top of the naturalization application. Another thing that comes up frequently is the Selective Service, and so that's a little nuance that you might want to seek some guidance from. If you are a male here in the U.S. between the ages of 26 and 31, you would have had to send in your register for Selective Service, and so you'll have to possibly have that letter stating that you did do that in addition to your naturalization application. I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, definitely make sure to share this video with them. We're all about empowering you with knowledge, so the more people that can benefit from this video, the more people we want watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs icon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye.